Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jada Nicole if this is your first time here. So today's video is not highly requested, but it's something you people, my subscribers, friends, compadres need to know and understand, because this is something that's so near and dear to my heart, is the do's and don'ts for when you go out to eat. It's sad that I have to make this video, but the reason why I have to make this video is because you go out to eat growing up with your parents, your mom, dad, uncles, aunties, and they don't know how to go out to eat, and then you go out to eat the same way, like literally the same exact way. So it's like a repeating cycle. So I think it's very important for you guys to understand the proper way, the proper etiquette of when you go out to eat. So most of you guys should know that I am a server. I've been in the server industry for like 2 years or so. My sister's in the service industry. I have cousins, friends, and we all complain about the same thing, the same exact thing. So instead of just complaining about it, let's try to change it. Let's educate people so they will not act like this in our restaurants anymore. So I made a list, guys, in my handy dandy book. So I'm going to start with the do's that sometimes some of them may go into don'ts, but these are the things servers want you to do. This is very important. Do tell your server what you want, or what you don't want. So like if you say, oh, I want the bacon burger, no pickles, like let us know what you do not want, just in case. Even if you don't know if it's like, oh, I don't know if it's on it, but I don't want this. I'd rather that, because I'll just, you know, take it off. Even if it's not on it, I'll still take it off just so I do my due diligence and say you did not want this. Have no problem with that, you know. So, and also be clear about what you are ordering. So that's why as a server I usually repeat your order back to you, and be like, you don't have to be smart, but listen to what I'm telling you. So if you order a bacon burger, no pickles, I'm gonna say, oh, it's okay, you want a bacon burger, no pickles. And that's me clarifying what you want. There's been multiple times that I repeat the order back to the guest and they say yes, and then it comes out, oh, this is not what I wanted. So why did you say yes when I repeated it back to you? That makes no sense. But that happens in restaurants a whole bunch of times. So be clear, listen, and tell your server what you do or do not want. Tell your server that what you want, everything at once. So like if your food comes out and you're like, oh, can I get a mayo, can we get napkins, and I need a straw, tell them all at once. Do not, I repeat, do not, because this is the most aggravating thing a table could possibly do. Say one person says, I need mayo, you go get the mayo, come back. Oh wait, can I get napkins? You go get napkins, you come back. Oh, can I get drinks? You go and come back. So after the first time you ask for napkins or whatever you ask for, you're gonna have to wait now, because why didn't you tell me all together? I'd rather you tell me 10 different things and I bring you 10 different things at once than me having to run back and forth between one table when I have 3 or 4 other tables to tend to. Be mindful, people, and be mindful that you are not the only table in the restaurant. That happens a lot. A lot of people don't understand that you're juggling everyone's needs. So imagine if one table was asking you for 10 things and all your tables, so that's 50 things you need to grab. Be mindful that we're trying to juggle all the tables at once. Be mindful. So I always say, because I'm not like a greedy server, at least tip 15%. If the service is trash, I'm tipping 15%. I'm more like a 20-22% tipper, but that's just me, because I know what individuals have to deal with when serving. So that's just how I am. But at least bare minimum tip 15%. Repeat, 15%. We all have iPhones, we all have calculators. If you don't know what 15% is, if it's not on a check, you can do the calculations yourself. It's not that hard, trust me. Okay. So also tell the server something you don't like, or like if you get the bacon burger, like I said before, be like, oh, I don't like pickles, I don't want pickles on it. Calm, cool, like we want your food to come out right. We don't want your food to come out wrong. We want it to come out right, so tell me everything up front, like I said before, so your food can come out right and you can have a great dining experience with me, so that you can tip me 15% or more, not or less, 15% or more. Oh, but also if your food comes out, it's exactly what you ordered and you do not like it. If you got exactly what you ordered and you do not like it, please let me know that you do not like it. I'm one of those servers that I want to fix it. It's no hassle at all. Like, if you don't like your bacon burger with no pickles and you want to try the burger bites, by all means. You don't like it, or if you don't like the burgers altogether, say if you want to try a salad instead, by all means, like, I'm one to like fix it. Like, I do not care. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's not a hassle. It's just, you're just gonna have to wait for the next entree to come out. Yes, I'm going to let the kitchen know that it technically like needs to come out first, but you know, if we're busy on a Saturday night, you have to be mindful and understanding and patient that it will come out, and we will take off the other one and you would just pay for the one that you liked. Please, like, if you don't like something, let your server know. Don't eat the whole thing and be like, I didn't like it, or eat half of it and be like, I didn't like it. Like, then how, when I go to my manager, oh, he didn't like it, but he ate most of it. Like, there's not much I could do there. Take your first bite, second bite, let me know. I will gladly grab you something else. I want you to have a good dining experience. So anything in my power that I can do to make that happen, let me know as your server. So do not wait until you finish the whole thing. Oh, it was garbage. Or don't wait till, like, because a lot of restaurants are doing surveys, or don't go on Yelp, Google review, and be like, my food was terrible, da-da-da, when you can address it right then and there and have a better dining experience. Okay, so like I said, be patient, because a lot of people don't know what servers got to go through, or what the kitchen has to go through, and how hectic it actually can be when we're actually busy. So be understanding, be patient. I was also told, and it's so very true, that's not even English, it's so true, because when you're sitting at a table, it seems like you're waiting longer than you actually are. And when I sit at tables, I feel like that too. I feel like I've been waiting forever for my food, and it's only been like 7 minutes. Your food's not gonna be ready in 7 minutes. When you cook at home, is your food ready in 7 minutes? No. So why in a restaurant would your food be ready in 7 minutes? Like, literally, come on. Be understanding, be patient, and do listen. Like I said, when a server like me, or most servers, like to repeat back or get clarification on what you ordered. If you say yes, but you're looking in your phone, I'm gonna take that and yes as like, that's what you mean. That is what you mean. So just listen, honestly. Just listen to what your server is saying, and everything will go well. So now we're gonna get to the don'ts, and I'm very passionate about these. Don't not read the menu. So don't order a bacon burger and be like, what's on a bacon burger? Because I'm gonna look over your shoulder, even though I know the bacon burger, what the bacon burger comes with in its entirety. I'm going to read it. I'm like, oh, right here it says, and I'm gonna be arrogant with it, because there's one thing if you don't know how to read. Cool. But people who don't know how to read won't say the bacon burger. They'll point at a picture and be like, can I get this? Okay? You're literally saying, can I get the bacon burger, but don't want to read what's in it. Okay? So say if, like, I'm telling you what's in the bacon burger, right? This goes hand in hand with everyone at the table must listen, because I hate having to repeat myself for the same thing. So someone was like, oh, what soups do you have today? And I tell you guys the soups that we have, right? And then the next person wants to get a soup. Oh, I didn't hear. What soup do you have? What do you mean you didn't hear? You were sitting right here, were you not? Did you like get up and go to the bathroom? I just didn't see you. Like, what? It's bad enough that I have to repeat what the soups we have every single table for the most part, and the fact that I have to do it twice for some idiotic tables because you can't comprehend English or don't want to listen and you want to be on your phone. Or like people be like, oh, can I get a bowl of soup? And then they don't tell you what type of soup. And like a server like me, like, I'm gonna ask you what type of soup, but like, what if I was an asshole and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna bring you any type of soup and you're gonna be happy because you didn't tell me what type of soup you want? But that's childish and petty, and we want you to have a great dining experience. So please listen when your server tells you what the soups are for the day, the specials, happy hour, what it is, what it isn't. Okay, so let's just listen so we know what's going on. And don't think that we read minds. Servers do not read minds, even though it'd be like a great ability to do because we are servers and it'd probably benefit us so much. We don't read minds, guys. So if you want your burger to be well done, you know what you're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to tell us. You're gonna have to say, can we have our burger well done? No pink. And I'll be like, okay, cool. Don't think when I'm bringing out pink like, oh, I really wanted it well done. Did you you ain't tell me that. Like what? So please, because that will set a server off. Like, you didn't tell me that you wanted that. You did not tell me that you wanted that. So please let us know what you want, and don't think that we read minds, because we're not mind readers. Sorry, unfortunately not. Okay, another big pet peeve of mine, and a lot of people may be offended by this, but if you have designer shoes, designer coat, designer bags, if you got, like, you know, the iPhone 11, you got a Louis bag, Gucci, Chanel, Prada, Fendi, you know, any designer, if you come out with any designer and you tip like garbage, you need to return your designer, because obviously you can't afford basic necessities like food, and you should literally return your designer. Because I own designer and I go out with my designer, but I also tip what you're supposed to tip. There's no reason why people with designer are leaving $5, $6, $7. Like, that don't make no sense, because I know that coat costs you a arm and a leg and like half a thigh. So I don't know why you leaving this little, because at some point I'm gonna be like, y'all can keep it, because obviously y'all need it more than I do, period. And I've done that a few times, because people will try to leave me $2. No, if you leaving me $2, that $2 is for you, not for me. I'm good, fam. I don't need your $2. Okay, so please do not come out with designer if you don't have the funds in your bank account, period. And we're just gonna leave it at that. I already touched on asking for one thing and then having the server come back with the thing that you asked for, and then asking for another thing, because that second chance you're probably not gonna get it. You're gonna have to wait like a good 3 minutes to get it, because that's irritating for me to be just doing laps between whatever I have to go to get it to your table. Not happening. It's clipped. Sorry. Oh, this is another pet peeve of mine. Don't order things that aren't on the menu. Like, don't be like, can I just get a cheeseburger? I didn't see cheeseburger at all on this menu. Like, because some people will be like, oh, can I just get a cheeseburger? And like, what some servers would think, well, like, oh, let me get the old timer with cheese and like the lettuce, like the vegetables and the sauce on it and everything. No, because some people want just the patty, the cheese, and the bun. That's not on the menu. Don't come to my restaurant and say, can we get a pina colada? We don't have pina colada. Do you have any virgin drinks? No, I didn't see any virgin drinks. Or like, they'd be like, what type of products you have? Coke products. And they ask for Mountain Dew, which is not a Coke product. Or like, we just don't have Mountain Dew, but everything is written on the menu. So anything that we have is written on the menu. Don't come and be like, oh, can you do a veggie fajita? Granted, we can, but that's not on the menu. You're not even supposed to be asking me that. No, we can't. Sorry. So like, order things that are on the menu, because the cooks know what's on the menu. Some cooks are new. Some cooks have been there for a very long time and know everything that's on our menu and the secret menu. And that's, a lot of people don't know that. But if your food comes out wrong, if it wasn't on the menu, it's probably because they don't make it that often and they forgot what's in it. So if you order things off the menu, it will help alleviate issues like problem with your food. Order what's on the menu. That's it. And that goes for bar drinks too. Don't come to a restaurant and if they don't have martinis on the menu, you still order a martini. No, order whatever's on the menu, and that's it. It's simple. I don't think it's that hard, because I do that. I order what's on the menu all the time wherever I go, period. Okay, don't be needy. So being a needy guest is like, okay, you bring them their drinks, right? And then like, oh yeah, can I get a water with lemon? Calm, cool, you could get the water with lemon. You bring them chips and salsa. Oh, can we get 2 extra salsas and a ranch? And you bring that out, like, oh, can we get more chips? So every time you go to the table to see if everything's okay, they need something else. That's called being needy. You're being a needy patron, guest, or whatever. And if you don't tip, like, if you don't tip how you're supposed to because you're needy, like, so if you're needy, you need to tip more, because I'm like touching your table like 20 times within an hour and 15 minutes, and you're super needy, so therefore you should tip more according to how you are. So 15% is like bare minimum. Like, you know, I just brought the drinks, the food, no conversation, you didn't ask me for nothing, calm, cool. You know, that's what I earned, 15%. But if I'm coming to your table bringing you refills, more napkins 3 times, salsa, chips, like you getting dessert, and like you need this, that, and the third, you need boxes, I bring you boxes. Oh, can we get one more box because we weren't gonna take this, but now we want to take it. You need to tip more than 15%, okay? And people who do that, like they'll literally not tip. Well, they won't even tip 15%. But if you are a needy guest, you're supposed to tip more because I'm touching your table and I'm helping you out and doing more for you. So therefore you need to tip more. That's period. Period. Don't use the phrase, and this is big, don't use the phrase, well, I did it before. Okay, but I'm telling you now. So usually I'll get my manager, because usually my managers are never at my tables because my tables are usually good. They're usually, you know, they're not good because some of them are literally garbage, but like I know how to effectively communicate with people who don't know how to go out to eat. So if you say, I did it before, I'm like, well, no one's supposed to do it that way. And like my manager will tell, I'll bring my manager and like my manager, I'll get my manager. If you have an issue, I'll get her and I'll let her know what's going on. And she'll be like, let me know which server, like point out the server who did it for you, because they're not supposed to be doing it like that. And I'm gonna have to talk to them and they might end up getting fired. Like something along those lines. Like, oh, no. Because there's a lot of things that people just say that just so that it could get done. No, we cannot do it. And if I say no, just don't. No, it's clipped. It is clipped. Don't ask me. Do not ask me to do it because I'm telling you no. Another don't, and this may be the last one. It may jog my memory, so we'll see. Don't act like you work at the restaurant if you don't. Period. Like, I have on the apron, I have on the shirt, I work here. I know how it's run, I know the operations, all that. So I remember one time this guest told me that the salsa is usually warm. The salsa is usually warm. And I was like, really? I'm like, really? I was like so confused. I was like, what? I'm like, the salsa goes from a refrigerator to a refrigerator to like a holding where we place the salsa. So it goes from a refrigerator to refrigerator. It's supposed to come out cold. So you're over here telling me it comes out warm. Is one, a lie. You just like it warm, which is different. If you want it warm, tell your server that before they bring it, period. And then 2, don't act like you work here. Or like another guest was like, oh, well, the Texas cheese fries comes with the avocado ranch or the ancho ranch. She didn't even know which one. I was like, the green one or the orange one? She's like, the orange one. I'm like, it usually comes with the regular ranch unless requested otherwise. And like, I hate when tables try to tell me my job. Like, we can get you an apron right now. We always short staff. Gladly go get you an apron, be like, hey, can I get that? And give it to you, and you can hop in the kitchen with us since you know the menu so well. And that's, you know, that is how people come out to eat. And what last thing I'm gonna say is that order within your budget. If you only have $50 to spend, don't spend $45 on food and leave $5 tip. No. Order $40 worth of food and drinks and leave the $10 tip. Order within a budget. Like, so like, if you really only got like $50, don't be buying ribeye steaks and 2 ribeye steaks that cost $20 and getting alcoholic beverages because you can't afford it. Order within your budget. We all have budgets, unfortunately. We are not rich. Even when I go out and I'm financially stable at this point in time in my life, I still order on a budget. I'm not trying to spend $100 in food. Granted, I probably do that all the time, but like, I have to leave room for the tip. So if I spend $100 in food, I'm spending on tip $25, $30 on tip. Gotta be mindful. So if I'm spending $50 on food, I'm leaving like a $15 tip. But that's just me because I'm a server and I know what individuals have to go through to get your food out in time. So just be mindful, order within your budget, be patient, be understanding, be clear, listen, do all these tips when you go out to eat so that you have a great dining experience. And anything else than these tips, doing anything else outside of these tips and tricks and do's and don'ts will have you at the restaurant tight, mad, hungry, and underserved, because we can spot 5%er or a 10%er, like someone's gonna leave you 10%, or someone who's gonna be needy, and we just don't tolerate it, because we have other tables that's probably gonna tip us 20%, and we're just gonna pay you no mind, bare minimum service, get you in, get you out, and bada bing bada boom, you gone. Okay? So because at the end of the day, it's nothing to us. You know, we're gonna flip the table and we're gonna have another guest, and they're probably gonna tip us 20%, because most servers, for the most part, are good servers, because we want that money. So we know how we have to work hard for that money. So just keep these do's and don'ts for whenever you go out to eat, and you will have a pleasant experience. Okay? And that's today's TED Talk. And those are the do's and don'ts. Okay, so like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to be more consistent, but that's probably not gonna happen. But I have to feel passionate about what I record. So whenever I feel passionate, I'll record. Okay? So like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. And for all the servers that's gonna watch this and post it so we could get this chicken together, comment down below what your biggest pet peeve with serving is. Let the people know what they do that irritates you. Just let them know, so that we can educate the population, so we don't have to deal with it no more. Okay? Can I get an okay? Okay. Okay, I'm leaving. Toodles.